Hey love, it's Angelica, and in today's video, I'm showing you exactly what I do in a week on a regular week to grow long, healthy, thick, strong, natural hair. So I always start my day with a wash day. That's how my week begins, and this is a Sunday, and I start by heavily saturating my hair in 4 sections, and I work section by section. So on most weeks I am doing a co-wash, and I use the Amika co-wash. I apply it on my scalp like a regular shampoo, lather it, wash it out, and then it's time for my deep conditioner, which is either the Eden Body Works Marshmallow Root Extract one or the Amika Nourishing Hair Mask, which I love. So once I apply those in my hair, I make sure to put my hair in large twists to force the product in. Then I go under heat under a plastic bag or cap for about 40 minutes, and then it is time to wash it out. And when I wash it out, you see that it looks like there's absolutely nothing in my hair. Despite having low porosity hair, these products absorb perfectly in when I do it like this, and then it's time for leave-in. So I do not moisturize and seal on my wash day. I only use leave-in conditioner, and on this day I was using my Olaplex Bond Smoothing Conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and I love it so much. So once that's perfectly worked into my hair, I detangle with my Tangle Teaser. This is the most gentle tangle teaser ever. I love it so much. Let me just say the gentle comb ever. And it's easy to detangle. The only downside is you need to work in small sections. For me, that's not a problem because I work with my hair in smaller sections anyway. And once the section is thoroughly detangled and moisturized, I put it in a twist to make sure that the product is forced in, and I just like to leave my hair in twists as a protective style. So sometimes I make the twists smaller, sometimes they're bigger. On this day, I made them bigger, and then I just tied them with a satin scrunchie and went under heat again for 20 minutes. And this is a game changer because it just makes all the products absorb into your hair perfectly. So if you've never done this before, please try it and you might see a change. So now Monday is my oiling day. As I said, I don't put oil on my wash day, but I put it the next day, and my favorite oil currently is the moringa oil. I do have a completely separate video on this, and you can find it on my channel. I'll link it below, but I'll show you quickly how to make it, just not as detailed. So it's just a cup of olive oil with a tablespoon and a half of moringa oil. I put that in hot water, until it cools down. And then the next morning I decant it into my Do-Grow bottle or any plastic bottle that you have for an applicator. Then I add some castor oil. You can use Jamaican black castor oil if you want. Then I add my favorite essential oils, which are some peppermint oil, rosemary oil, and tea tree oil. And these are all completely different weights, so you always want to make sure that you shake it up before you use it. So Tuesday morning, this is what my hair looks like. You can see it looks super soft and moisturized and shiny, even though there's no oil. Now, I didn't have footage of myself oiling my hair on Tuesday, so I went ahead and showed you when my hair was in braids. It's exactly the same thing. I don't put any oil on the hair. It is only on the scalp, and I make sure that I put it between every single section, and I'm not dousing my hair in oil. I'm just putting enough for it to be all over my scalp. And then I go ahead and give myself a really good scalp massage for 5 to 10 minutes or until I can just feel it tingling. So I start by massaging everywhere around. Then I go ahead and massage, and then I go ahead and do an Ayurvedic scalp massage. I also have a detailed video on that, so you can check it out on my channel. Speaking of checking things out on my channel, if you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. The subscription button is right down there, as well as the bell icon. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every single time I post. So as you saw, once I'm done with the scalp massage, if I feel like there's not enough oil on my edges, I go ahead and put some oil. So now Wednesday rolls around, I do absolutely nothing, but I will show you how to make the oil that I use on Thursday. So I just go ahead and get some coffee. You can use instant coffee, but ground coffee is the best. I use 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of coffee. I simmer that on the stove on very low for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I'll go in and add some castor oil while the oil is still warm but off. I switch off the plate, just want the oil to still be hot so the castor oil can also absorb all the nutrients from the coffee. and I mix that up, and we'll know that none of the nutrients from the castor oil will be denatured because of the boiling, so you don't have to worry about that. I mix that up, and then I get a sieve and I go ahead and strain that into a glass jar. And you notice that by the next day, after it's been sitting down and it's cold, it is super thick. So I only make a little bit at once because I really don't need to use a lot at once. It would probably go bad if I made like a full container. So this is all I need, and as you can see, I just use that amount or less to oil my scalp. So this is Thursday, and I just put the oil on my fingertips, and then I go ahead and just put it wherever I feel like my scalp feels like it's a little dry and needs some oil. And then I give myself a scalp massage. So at this point now, you notice that yes, I do have a couple DIYs, but I want you to know that I don't make a bunch of DIYs in a week. Most DIYs last me a couple weeks or a couple months, so don't feel the pressure to make a bunch of DIYs in a week. I don't even use all these in every single week. So just note that I do that at random times and I just happen to use them. I was just showing you how to make them. So Thursday, I do absolutely nothing. And when Friday rolls around, it's time to decide if I'm going to wash my hair after 7 days or 10 days. In this week, I decided I was going to wash my hair after 10 days, which means it's time for a midweek moisturizing. So what I do is go ahead and take down my twists. I don't always do this. Sometimes I moisturize my hair in twists, but I did want to put my hair under wigs and just be able to wear the hair as a style and make my hair look a little neater. So I decided to make my twists smaller while moisturizing. And this is still very low manipulation because all I did was every twist I untwisted, I just made 2 twists out of it. So I worked with one side of the twist, then onto the other side of the twist by adding my Shea Moisture Miracle Styling Cream, which is a leave-in conditioner. I work it in from the mid shaft till the bottom of the hair, and then I take my Tangle Teaser and make sure I can nicely comb it out, remove any shed hairs. I also know that because I'm extending this to 10 days, once day 10 comes, I'm actually going to wash my hair in the twists. I'm not going to take them down and then proceed to even moisturize them again in the twists. So I don't want to keep extra shed hairs that I don't need in my hair for too long. However, if I was going to wash my hair normally and take the twists out, I would just do this. I would just do the midweek moisturizing without untwisting, and I make those twists nice and small and neat and not too tight. Make sure I wrap the end around my finger instead of twisting it super small, and I do this to every single section of my hair. And the other good thing is if you're working in such small sections, it ensures that every single part of your hair is thoroughly moisturized from root to tip. So if you struggle with like dryness in specific areas of your hair, this is actually a good idea, and it's also low manipulation because after I do this, even when my next wash day rolls around, I'm not going to have to take these twists out for like 2 weeks. So that is perfect for me. And it just makes my hair actually feel cleaner. Although I'm adding product, somehow it just looks cleaner. It feels cleaner. The hair feels nice and refreshed. And the hair is very refreshed. So as you can see, those are the twists done in my entire head. They look so juicy and bouncy. And it looks like there's oil on my hair because it's so shiny. But there's no oil. It's only on my scalp from the past scalp massages. And then at the end, I like to put just like a pea-sized amount of the Olaplex Bond Smoother just on the ends of my hair because, as you know, everybody's ends are the oldest and driest part and most fragile part of your hair. So you want to make sure you baby them and put just a little product there, a little extra product there to make sure that none of the hair is getting neglected. And once that is all over the individual twists, I go ahead and just like bunch them together. No need to do this in 4 sections. That's just wasting time. And I make sure that's perfectly incorporated into all my ends and my hair is feeling really good. And once that is done, it is time to tie my twists down. So at this stage, my hair is not wet or anything. It is just slightly damp and very moisturized. So I like to tie my hair so that it can dry out completely while it is tied, and this prevents like excess frizz and my roots from like balling up or anything like that because these twists are not super tight. As you can see, they're also not the tiniest, so you want to make sure that your roots lay flat so that your hair looks nice and neat. And if you want to stick it under a wig, a headband wig, or whatever you want, it is nice and neat. So now I'm taking my very, very soft boar bristle brush and I'm just brushing my edges to make sure that my hair looks nice and neat as it is drying. And if I see any of the spots around my hair as well that look a little frizzy, like the top of my hair, I go ahead and use this same brush as well to just brush that down because the way the hair dries is usually how it stays and lays for a while. And you can see from all angles, my hair looks nice and juicy and long, and that is the only shedding I got from all that detangling. So Saturday, I either do absolutely nothing, or if I didn't do my retwisting thing, I would either decide if I want to do a treatment like a hot oil treatment, leave the oil in my hair overnight once I'm done with that, or I could go ahead and do a rice water treatment. So I do have videos as well on my hot oil and my rice water, so you can check those out. So for rice water, I actually don't do it the day before. I do a pre-poo on the day, so that's just a decision, and that will decide whether I'll use a co-wash for rice water or my shampoo for oil. Make sure to hit my face on the side of the screen if you didn't in the beginning to subscribe. Watch the 2 videos on the other side. If you'd like to see any of my older videos, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!